Okay, I'm gonna go for a little. Look, I'm not even going through the snow. Walking right on top. There's about 2 feet of snow underneath me. No way. Well, here's about 6 inches or less. But here it starts to be about a foot and a half, 2 feet. And I'm gonna go right through the bramble woods. It's gonna be awesome. I just dropped Sonia off at the bus stop, and we were playing in the ditch. Okay, let's just go right through. It's only -8, something like that. Look at this. It's not even close. This is a magic time of year. All right. Right down the slope. Woo! It's got to be a name for this type of snow and time. I just call it the magic time, but see, there's no way in like here. I gotta crawl through. Gotta crawl through this somehow. Where's the opening? This way over here. Oh, this is our old bell line. It's our backup internet in case things go sideways. There we go. Here's our opening. And it winds this way. It goes through here. Now you gotta act like a little fox. Let's get through here. Oh. Normally, most times of the year you can't get back here because it's all boggy. There's the road over there. This is great. Crawling through, going through like nothing. It's just a walk. That's the cool thing about all this snow. It's smooth. It's like it's been paved. It's paved with ice. Now this, I know, back here, there are muskrats, and there must be some other. There's lots of creatures back here, but I don't think they like the road, so this is not the preferred swamp. It's just this. It's a special. It is one of the habitat zones. It's one of the 7 on this property. This one has ash trees and stuff. So in here, this mound, maybe I think there's animals sleeping in there. I don't bug them too much. Today I'm going to look for something special. I'll look for the redwood, the dogwood. There's some. This red willow. I'll get it later. Now, wow. So far I've found a pretty good path through here. Alright. This goes all the way through. This area has never been anything but a marshy area. I can't see anybody who, no, they even cleared it for couldn't clear it for a field. It's always been this way. But it doesn't really support that much. So that much of so many trees. trees normally rot out like these. Otherwise there'd be a forest. Okay. Oh, there are lots of bunnies in here too. Crouch down. And this is what the coyotes come in to come look for the bunnies, the snowshoe hares. Now, that's kind of where I walked. When we first came to the property, this whole thing, this whole corridor flows that way towards, away from the camera, down south. So I had to put in I had to figure out a way to not wash out the driveway in the spring. That's why I have a pond. It was something that was dug out. We dug it out. I had the awesome people dig it out. We made it 12 feet deep. 10 to 12. It's about 10. I'd say, but in the spring it's about 12. Okay, here we go. Anyway, that's the pond. This back here, when you're walking, if you come back here, you try, you'll just sink in the muck. And then there are patches that have, see there's a little tree there, right? There are little patches that are dry, but it's all kind of mucky, runny water underneath. That's why there are too many big trees. Now back here, it starts changing. You can see the conifers all along there. That's when it starts changing into a different soil, a little bit more elevated. And I know there's a nice, never had the birch bark taken off. It's dead. Somebody's home. Somebody's house. Oh, up through here. Now, that way is a horse trail. That way is a forest, and it's been harvested. In the spring I can see, in the summer I can see the tractor tracks from maybe a few decades ago. This is great. But you just can't walk on the snow like this any old day. It's a special day. No, well maybe. Oh, look at that. Those are the crows. Crows here a lot. I do not bother them. They don't bother me. Okay. Maybe we will go through that little forest there. Okay. This way. Winding through. And it's starting to turn into a different forest. See? You can see this is the edge. So it kind of juts out a little bit. But generally, all of this is on the right's a marsh, left is forest, and it kind of slopes up. Dry, different soil. Then you start getting a lot of cedars in here. So here we go into the cedar forest. This area was harvested, I will say. And I got some evidence of that. Wow. I love this time of year. Okay. No brush, hardly. Sidestep anything. Not too bad. Okay. this way. Zoom in. Now, there's a nice old tree. I don't even know if that's a maple. I think it is. Oh. Now in here, I started to find stumps, but I think they're going to be covered up with snow. And in here, I see there's a trap in here. A box trap. It's still up. And see, I can't see any stumps. They're so old, they're just buried in the snow. I'll go back here. Oh, I see this. There's a red squirrel. Probably a little bit angry that I'm going through his territory. Or just a little bit scared. Okay. There's our walking trail on the other side of there, but in here, in this area, oh, it looks like some animals have been pulling down the needles of bedding, maybe. Or they just fell from the snow. Nice. There's the box trap. Yeah, so they would have a piece of wood that would go all the way from there, like a log, have some bait in there, and then somehow hinge it to trap the marten or whatever. And usually I'm walking on the path, which is this. This is the path. Yesterday I was on it for lunch, but today you can go through the forest. These areas here, this area that I'm in, it was just dug out for the peat moss for gardening, I believe. A while ago, a few years ago. And here, this used to be a field. This is all fenced in. Actually, there's a fence that goes right around this area. We just passed over the fence. It's on the ground now. Whoa, it must be on like 5 feet of snow here. Oh, yeah, this was a field at one time. And there's a trap line in there. There's one of the part of the trap line. I think this is the last trap on the trap line. This tree with the orange on it. And it still has a wire on it from the trap. And there's another one. The wire's missing on that one, but there's more that way. And it is a line, so the name trap line tells you. There's one here too. I think it was, I took the ribbon off. There's another one there. Here it is. And the wire's still on it. Wire, and this is the snare. I just tie it up so no animals get into it. And then there's another one this way. There's one trap line, and there it is. The wire snare. That's it. No, I'm not going on a big walk today. I just wanted to come up for 10 minutes. This I'm standing on right now is a fence. Oh, there it is. Sorry. There's the fence. And then that fence goes all the way around, square around this area. It used to be a holding pen for animals. This is the wire fence. And up there's the camp. There on the hill. That I believe was a barn there at one time, I guess. And then, and so this is the camp up here. It's up there. I can see one of the structures anyway. And it's all flat up there, kind of. And then down here is my shortcut way back. Today we're gonna go check out the gift tree, the oak that had the axe hanging in it. Really close to the house. This is the gift tree. If you hadn't seen the video I did a video on it, but I'm gonna cut those lower branches. They're huge. The tree's still alive, but I'm gonna cut these lower branches so that it's gonna kind of send a signal. But I don't want to cut the whole tree. It's still alive. It's a nice tree. It's the biggest tree in this forest, in this part of the forest, and had crazy stuff hanging on it. An axe and meat and whiskey and stuff. This is a nice part of the forest here. So you can see that there's a hill. I think that's a man-made hill because it has rocks all the way up it. But this area has not been cleared of rocks. So I can't imagine it was used for anything. Maybe it was maple syrup collecting. Is this a maple? Yeah, there's some red maples in here. Sugar maples, few. Lots of oaks. It's very difficult to walk in here and with all the rocks and stuff and the brush. But this time of year, it's great. There's the camp. And I can see the wire fence. It goes all the way around that hill. Like midways up the hill, it's the fence all the way around. Strange. And if I look, there's the house. So it's not too far from where the original homestead was. There's the crows again. Yeah, this is an amazing time of year. Very hard to walk through here, like I say, but not now. It's super easy. Holy, this is great. Now, back there was a field too. Out of that holding pen up there on the hill, there's a doorway, a gate that goes out into this field here. Was a field. Now it's mostly conifers. So this is small deciduous forest, as you can see. No leaves, nothing. And then you've got this swath of conifers. And these ones here are fairly young. A few decades, I guess. I don't know. But over here, if I go towards the older part, it's a nice forest back here. And beyond that is the kind of the elm stand. Elms or hemlocks. I keep calling them elms or hemlocks. And big hemlocks where the deer and the moose they hang out. Mostly the deer, and then after that you get through a brush, and then it goes back into the old forest. There's some bigger trees here. They're nice. This is normally where I see pheasants, but I'm making too much noise. When I'm walking through the forest, usually on my own, I'm usually quiet like this. Even then, that's kind of the disadvantage of crunchy underneath. You can't be too quiet. The sun's just coming up today. This is a beautiful little part of the forest. It's an older part. I don't think it's... Some trees here have been harvested. Not many. Or it's been a long time. Like I've got this. I don't know if I cut that. Yeah, not sure. Over there is the marsh. And then after the marsh is an older part of the forest with the hemlocks. And then brush again. And then the old forest. About more than half a kilometer back. And there's a creek down here. So the water gathers here. Even this part of the forest, if you walk in here, it's very mucky. Not back here. Back there is nice. It's nice. You can see where I've broken off the branches over time because I've been in here a lot. But walking through here, you get stuck in the mud. Oh, there's been an animal here. Oh, that was us. Those are definitely snowshoe tracks. Okay. Now the creek. The creek kind of comes out somewhere around here. Gathers up. This is all marsh. Hear the water. It all gathers up. There's some more water running here. I bet you there's a spring here somewhere. It's gotta be. There's always running water here. And then it gathers all up. Whoop. About here. Runs down here. And into this kind of ditch. There's water underneath there. and we can see that it rows all the way this way, goes south, and then it turns and goes east, right out to a marshy area. Usually you can't go through this area here too. I can't walk through here in any other time, really. Oh, this is great. This is the time I can really explore it. And just over there is a foundation for a slaughterhouse. And there was a little road going to it behind the homesteads. They had cattle out here. But I don't think anything came back here. That ditch, sorry, not ditch, that river, that little creek, sorry, kind of the limit. You can see it poking through now. Some open water there. That's going to be good for the animals. Have a little bit of water to drink. Oh. Okay. A lot of these trees just grow up and then die. Just too, like these guys. This is just too marshy. But it starts turning into brush down there, so I can see the trees want to grow here, but they can't. So that foundation, I can see it from here, but you can't see it through the camera, I bet. And right on the river here, the little creek goes right through here. Runs through here, all the way around to the east. I found a bunch of paint cans here. First, they're buried in the snow now. Okay, the foundation is straight ahead. There's an old car hood there. I bet you there's a car buried there. It looks like from the 50s. Okay. Here it is. There it is. So now I'm looking east. I'm only about, I don't know, I want to say in feet. I'm probably 1,500 feet more so from the road, the main road, and then back here is a slaughterhouse. I've been told it is. Underneath there is a hood of a car, and I think maybe somewhere around here it must be buried. Yes, and this area has been cleared of all rocks mostly, and the rocks are up there on the edge, and they're piled up as it's kind of a rough fence, or more like a barrier. I don't know if there's a fence line there, or fence. This is all cleared. I think it was all cleared as a field. It's amazing because this is also hard to get through. Today I've gone through all the hardest parts. And there's a couple more, and I'll be going on those hopefully later today. This is all a yard, and back there, somewhere over there, is the paint cans, and the river, the little creek runs down there, all the way out to this area. This is mostly marsh down towards the road, except for area I'm going into now. Old tree. There's a fence line here. It goes all the way across to a latched gate. I think it was keeping the animals in this way, in this area. This was a field one time, and it's partially clear still. This is where I'd like to clear out this spring and summer if I can. I'll clear out this field again in a big L shape. Or I guess, yeah, hook that way. And this will be where I'll set it up for, you know, well, growing fruit trees, set it up, and I'll be able to use it for feeding the animals, the grouse mostly, you know. This is where we have a garden already. Under this 2 feet of snow, or 1 foot of snow. Over there we have a garden. But I know the grouse like it here. The deer like it here. Coyotes. So I'm going to clear it out. There's a road there. That's where the old homestead was. That's their driveway. Homestead. Road all the way back to that slaughterhouse. This is a cleared, it's already cleared of all the rocks. All the rocks are here. Cleared out field. So I'll clear it out again, cut down all these trees, make it into a nice open field again. And that'll be good for the birds and the deer. And I'll put a pond back here maybe. I'll dig it somewhere back there. I've got to figure out that whole thing where the water kind of accumulates now. That's where I'll go. This is a 16-foot well that has water in it. That was for the house. The pipes inside go that way, so towards the old homestead. Yeah, and our gardens. Where does it go? Just about around here. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it for sure. There's one of the. So that's actually a plum tree, and there's another one. So now beyond this. That gets marshy, and you can't walk through it like today. I can. That's great. I'm gonna do that later on. And then I got more junk from the house here that I've been filming for 2 years. This is the old driveway. And there's an old hydro or bell pole. And that's where the homestead was. And that's where our house is. I don't know why they didn't build up on the hill. Maybe it was because they had to, when they first got here, then maybe they figured that was the best way, but it doesn't make sense to me. Maybe because things change over time. They still have wires on this sucker. They're not energized, they're disconnected, but they're still hanging on a pole. And that's the walk, the quick walk.